I'm Aaron Gallo.
I'm Marty Hogan.
And I'm Eric Perry.
And we're from the Starfleet Escape podcast. And you're listening to another great Four-Eyed Radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com.
It's your good pal Steve-O from the 4i Radio Network. I'm here to talk to you about a wonderful designer we all know, Revenge Lover. Illustrates and designs that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, please visit revengelover.com. And just do yourself a favor and tell them Steve-O sent you. I know it really doesn't count for anything, but I mean, come on. Who are you gonna trust? You gonna trust somebody else? No, you're gonna trust me, Steve-O. Because, face it, I'm awesome.
I'm Mike Turner.
I'm John Turner.
And you are listening to
The Brothers Turner Podcast.
Episode 78. We just went to Denver, Colorado.
It's a city where everybody's got choices.
Indeed they do. Let's get it.
Nope. Yep. Ever told on a nigga? Nope. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? Nope. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck? You a sap? Nope. You a boss player? You a Mac? Yep. Let me hold a couple dollars. Nope. Y'all still be popping y'all collars? Yep. Stock rims on the scrape? Nope. Paint wetter than a lake? Yep. Kudu in my blood? Nope. Bitch, I'm a thug? Yep. You a loser? Nope. Winner? Yep. Starving? Nope. Dinner? Yep. You still sell dope? Nope. Now you cleaner than a bar Dove soap? Yep. Got a little Gouda? Nope. Got a thumper, got a Ruger? Yep. You in love with the hoe? Nope. She bringing you the dope? Yep. You gon' cry if she leave? Nope. You gon' fly overseas? Yep. Everybody got choices. I choose to get money, I'm stuck to this bread. Everybody got choices. These bitches is choosing, I'm all in their head. Everybody got choices. Keep it 1,000 out of life that I chose. Everybody got choices. These niggas be hating, I already know, but I never go broke. No. I'ma stay getting money. Yeah. And I ain't gotta sell my soul. No. I'ma stay getting money.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
That is, yeah, everybody's got choices, man.
That's E40.
That's E40.
Been a long time.
Him. Hey, man, it's been actually a long time since
Since
somebody
I
looked at
thought
me
about
and said,
E40.
have you heard that new E40 track?
Is that brand new?
It's got
Newish?
It's like newish, yeah. I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Still, he sounds great. No one
he's
says
doing it.
down or anything. A couple of the words he says, no one says like him.
Well, you know, he created a lot of the slang that hip-hop has used over the years. He takes credit for all that. Adding thizzle to things, Snoop Dogg made it a thing, but E40 did it.
That yay area up there? Getting
Yeah.
hyphy?
Yeah. They do a lot of that slang stuff up there. That E40.
Banging out something, but turning man, this knack. I forget that
Ass
song.
big enough to put a cup on her booty.
Ew. Oh, man, just good rap. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I don't listen. There was a couple tracks I listened to. I didn't listen to a lot of E40.
I didn't either.
You know what I'm saying? Like a whole album would be tough to.
Well, somebody this week, our friend Sam, was like, dude, you got to listen to this song.
And he wasn't wrong. That's a good song. I like that one. I don't know if I could like road trip it with E40. That'd be tough.
Nope.
Yep.
Are
Are you cleaner than a bar Dove soap? Yep. That's clean.
It's so clean. There's
about
so much.
Zest?
The
Remember
second
Zest?
verse is funny too.
Remember before, like, when it was bars of soap?
Yeah.
What wasn't body wash?
Yeah. I mean,
You buy like a 4-pack of Zest. You
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of body soap.
yeah, and then you'd get down to the last sliver, and then you
Oh,
combine that sliver with
The last sliver was a tough look, though.
if
sometimes.
you had no sliver beyond
man.
that sliver.
Yeah, and you're just kind of rubbing your body, but it's really just your fingers.
It's just your hand.
Oh, God. You're not fully clean unless you're Zest fully clean. That's tough luck. But yeah, very
Zest,
clean.
dude. Zest was popping off, really.
Zest fully clean.
Zest is not a thing anymore, I don't think. I feel like
probably
they went
got a
under.
body wash, but back in the day, they had a great commercial. Sometimes it's marketing.
Yeah.
You're not fully clean unless you're Zest fully clean.
I fucked with Zest for a little bit there. And then everybody does have choices in a city like Denver, though.
Oh, yeah.
We were up there. We just, the Brothers Turner just took over Denver, or Denver took over us.
Yeah, I think it might have been the latter of the two. But tons of choices up there. Choices in breweries, choices in
Got all
hotel
types
rooms,
of breweries up
food.
there. Mm-hmm.
Actually, that was one thing that like everybody was like, I always like to, what do you got to eat here? What's a place you got to go to?
Yeah.
And I just got dudes we were with were like, I don't know, nothing really. There's no like Denver staple food. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that is true.
Like we have Skyline.
Yeah.
Or some place you got to go. Like this is Denver here.
Yeah, they don't really have that. Where can I get a good Denver omelet? Nobody told me. But
they do also have dispensaries everywhere. They have other things.
They do have,
They have other choices.
All food is good after you hit a dispensary.
Oh man, I didn't really partake. What were your thoughts?
I didn't partake either.
Yeah, nobody partook. We just walked by all of them.
That was an interesting dynamic actually, walking into the dispensaries and just seeing so much. It was crazy actually, and you can just go in there and get it and get on out.
You're like that stuff I can buy it right here.
Yeah, and then
that's pretty cool.
We went into two. One of them was very. Well, I went to two. One of them was like very. Like you get in line, and then they just start. There's like options right behind you on a board, and you don't really have that many options. You do, but you don't. And you got this dude just saying, like, dude, this is what you're looking at this for that high, that body high. You like the body high more?
I think I do.
And then he's like, but these ones, dude, this one, and then another one that we're still working on a name, just won an award. So just kind of keep that in
award-winning
mind.
weed.
These are award winners, 60 and 8th, bro. It was
Now, did you
the
feel
tax-
a difference? Were you like, oh yeah, I'm glad I spent this money?
I actually just thought that it was all fairly priced, which I thought was cool. It's like not that much more than you would spend hitting your buddy up or something.
Yeah, wouldn't you think it
might
be cheaper or something?
Well, with the taxes, so you're paying
Should
a
be the
tax
same
for it
price?
to be legal. So it gets a little pricey though, some of the things. But the other store, that was the first store I went into, which was very transactional. It felt like the other one we walked around was like a Costco.
What an experience!
That was. I mean,
they
it
would
wasn't
have
that
they
big,
had
but-
jars with the weed in there, and then a top on a cap on it. But you could take the cap off, and they had holes in the plastic underneath. You couldn't reach to it or touch it, but you could smell it.
It was. Yeah, it felt very much like a Verizon phone store.
Galactica. That's what
They
it
were
felt
all
like.
tied down.
Yeah,
All the products.
but you could. They had a little iPad.
Gattaca?
Galactica. What did I say? Galaxy Quest. No,
Battlestar Galactica?
they had
Beats,
like a little
Bears, Battlestar
Mini,
Galactica.
what is going on? A little mini iPad, and it gave you like THC level and what this high does for you, and yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, that was there was a lot going on there, but I felt like that was a better one because the other one, you felt like they were just trying to sell you on whatever. That one gave you a lot more choices. Everybody got choices.
Yes, and the people that work in the store get a little preachy.
Oh yeah,
You're like, hey,
Some
listen,
chick was
I've
trying to
done
tell
this
you-
before.
Yeah.
Why don't you just sell it to me?
she was like, you got to eat before you do it, otherwise the THC is just running through your body and not really grabbing on any of those fatty cells. It's like, dude, don't tell me when to eat.
Should be the worst. Can you imagine like getting stuck in a basement with her at
Those
a party?
people are whack
and
as
she'd
shit.
did you like? Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I've never broke it down to that level, and I
You
never
see these red hairs? I see those.
Yeah, I do see those. They are literally though. They're not as popular. Well, yeah, they're probably just about as prevalent as a Starbucks. You see one every like block.
Oh, sure.
In Denver,
They're everywhere.
There's just those green plus signs,
Yeah.
and they are out there.
And if it is cool, if that's what you want to, if you know what I mean, if you want to go do that, that's great. You can just walk down the street and go buy some really good, well-made marijuana,
Right.
and not really be trusting your buddy Daryl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, this is from. Is it really though?
Yeah.
Or did you buy it from this guy down on
And did you
in the
also
avenues?
did you also put moist Q-tips in it?
Do you?
To
Are
add
you really
to
selling?
the weight.
You really don't have your scale anymore?
You don't
you
have
broke
your
your scale.
You're a major drug dealer. You don't have a scale.
Eyed it out. I'm not sure. Did you eye it out?
You eyed out.
That looks a little small. How about when your boy would try to sell you a small size? Like, dude, that is not an eighth. I wish I had my. I wish it.
It break it up, dude.
Break it up. Well, I'm not gonna break it up now.
Go home, break it up, and call me.
I will call you, bud. This is horrible weed.
Super dense, dude. Doesn't look like a lot. Packed in there.
You don't need a lot. Pack small bowls.
Weed people are so funny to me.
Dance herb, dude. Don't double trust this.
Oh man, there was a big Ghost Train haze. The names of them are always so funny. Ghost Train. Now, what is Ghost Train haze all about?
It's gonna blow the back of your head off.
Recently, our most recent award winner. Funny you should ask.
Yeah, and who's giving these awards out? Your buddy in your living room?
Dude, that's the thing. Like,
was it you and three of your buddies that said, what do you like the best?
Well, how do you win an award? All right, let's say you smoked the first bong rip of Ghost Train Haze.
Here's another one right behind it.
How fairly are you judging the second? The second.
Now
one?
I'm really high. I think it was the Ghost Train that got me super faded. And it all does the same shit.
I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure it was that Ghost Train.
All the describers are like, yeah, sleepy,
oh, man.
hungry. Like, yeah, all of this is going to do the same stuff. I'm going to get high. I'm going to want to eat.
I remember there was one guy.
You're going to be laughing. There's laughing spells.
There was one weed I remember in college. We came across. This dude was like, it's called. He said it's called Slider, man. he's like, why is it called Slider? And he said, you get so high, dude, you just start sliding your feet across instead of stepping. It's like, dude, I don't want that. I don't want that.
That's not going to help me at all.
Yeah,
I got places to be.
I got to work.
Yeah, you want my feet sliding across the floor?
I'm on my feet at work all the time. I'm sliding at work.
Horrible. They always throw man right behind it. It's called Slider, man. Is it, man? And he's just got the longest hair.
There's somebody who does that super stoner J pull where he's looking you in the eye but also just hitting it and holding it. And he looks at you, and on the exhale, he's like, is that Ghost Train?
And you're like, damn, how'd you know that?
He's like a weed connoisseur.
Because the hair's just standing up on my arms.
That's probably a thing, too, dude. I would love a movie about, like, a psalm, but for weed. What do they call sommelier?
Sommelier. I thought you meant like a psalm with a P in front. Like I was like, I don't know that I'm following what you're saying. I'd love to see a movie based on that.
A prayer, yeah.
Prayers about weed.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. I'm sure there is one.
There definitely has to.
Yeah, there has to be.
I don't know.
We just don't know the name. Weedologist.
They're called Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. Daryl.
Dude, somebody's probably out there killing it.
Oh, yeah. I was also thinking about that. Well, you saw the guy who drove us to the airport was like, first of all, you were sleeping, but he said, I always like to get off the highway and drive this stretch of road right next to the factories. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, well, you can smell. People think that it's something else, but that is marijuana coming out of those. And I mean, these buildings were huge, and they're just in there growing pot. These guys got to be making some serious cash.
That dude was, he was a forward thinker, wasn't he?
Level with you, yeah.
He was a forward thinking guy.
Absolutely does not trust the government.
What was he saying about that airport?
Lots of sketchy stuff going on over there.
I heard that.
He's like, trust me, man. Or what did he say? Your friend in the back was talking about a New World Order. This would be a perfect place for it. There's plenty of tunnels.
Yeah.
Lots of tunnels in Denver.
He knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. And then I was in the tunnels at the airport, and I'm like, there are a ton of tunnels out here.
There are weird tunnels,
NORAD?
too. I'm telling you, dude.
He talked about driving a car when he was running a delivery service. On Army base. There was literally just like a small house. It looked like you drive up to the gate, deliver it. And he was like, so I'm thinking it was all underground.
What, when the thing was being built?
No, like the entire base was underground.
Off on a tangent.
He was constantly on a tangent.
Did he bring up any good conspiracies?
No, but he didn't. He was just a good old boy. He was talking about, he's like, I grew up the Tom Sawyer childhood, where I grew up next to a river. He's like, up here in North Denver. He's like, now it's all parking lots. He was upset a little bit in the back.
Dude, yeah, everybody, I feel like in Denver, either you know a bunch of stuff about Denver because you're from Denver, Or you don't, and you just say, I'm from the mountains.
Oh, yeah. So many people just said, I'm from up in the mountains.
That excuse was used like 4 times. We had an Uber driver that took us 10 miles the wrong way. And I told him...
That was on us, partially, for sure.
Dude, this guy, if you're an Uber driver, you should know your neighborhoods. I told him Lodo, which is a very specific area in Denver downtown.
Lower downtown.
And he took us almost to Centennial, Colorado.
Yeah. He's like up here near Dry Creek and Arapaho.
And I was like, dude, are you from Denver? And he said, I'm from the mountains. Thanks, Randy.
He was driving a Mountaineer.
Thanks, Randy. You're doing great.
That was uncomfortable up there in the front seat. I was in the front seat.
I called him
and this
out.
was going on, and I'm like, oh, man.
Fuck
this
that, dude.
is...
I wasn't getting paid.
You're like, so am I going to get charged? Probably. He definitely wasn't answering in the nicest way either.
Oh, man. They didn't even let me give him a star report. They just
sure.
refunded me money.
Good.
He got -1 stars.
Yeah, choices.
Everybody's got choices. His should have been to ask a follow-up question when he didn't know exactly what I was talking
I
about.
think he's ever asked a follow-up question.
Other things that happened. So, yeah, Denver, we were there.
You were there for like a whole week?
I was there for like 6 days, dude. I was there, 6 days. I saw I was either close to or involved with 3 different fights.
Yeah. I was there for one of them.
Yeah.
Or 2 of them? One of them.
With 6 different people involved. None of them were us.
Yeah.
We didn't fight anybody.
Thank God.
We knew a couple people. That was rowdy. Denver on Denver crime is tough. Okay.
That's all I saw. No, there was no Bronco on Bengal crime.
Yeah, it was all Bronco on Bronco. That ain't right. And, yeah, but we were in Denver. Obviously, the end goal was to see our Cincinnati Bengals play the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football.
That was fun. I flew in. You were there for Christmas and all that, and you did some comedy too, right?
I did actually do comedy on Saturday. It was pretty cool. I never know what to expect on out of town shows, and it typically actually the guy that booked it, he was saying like it was a good turnout. So somebody that was there brought a bunch of people because it's usually not that big of a turnout, and it was in this little basement bar, and it was cool, man. Everybody was real cool, and you always got to kind of see if jokes work in other cities, and they did.
Oh, yeah.
They were feeling your boy.
Good.
That was pretty cool. I was happy to get on that. And then
I flew in on Sunday. Got in around 2:30. I flew out with our friends Corey and Andrew.
Sure.
Part of the Hoodie Crew. And I love that. I love drinking at an airport. How do you feel about drinking at an airport?
You've said this before. I don't go out of my way to drink at an airport.
It's a fun, especially,
they're expensive drinks.
On the way back, it's one thing. But when you're, getting the trip started, have some beers, get some bad service from the from the bartender or server.
Yeah, I've never had good serving experience, and it's always too expensive. Like
it's like $6.50, $7.
Yeah, it's like ballpark prices.
Yeah,
for a beer.
Well, not $9. It's more expensive than you'd like to pay, but supply and demand, you don't have another choice. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's that's why I hate airports.
Yeah,
how much is that club sandwich right there? It's $15. Why? Because we're in an airport.
Yeah,
fuck you.
You don't have another choice.
Yeah, you've got no other choice. You know what? Go find another one.
How's about McDonald's?
Even they're more expensive.
$11 for a Big Mac?
Yeah, it's nuts.
You're gonna make me pay $11 for indigestion. That's what you're gonna do.
Capitalism.
Either way, we got in around 2:30. Got to the motel, Holiday Inn. My phone died. There was a moment there where I think everybody thought I was either hit by a car or died for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then I got it charged up again. Thank you, by the way. You did that with 2 people. Got the lint out of the phone.
Yeah.
My phone charged fully on Saturday night, and then this thing would not connect. A little bit of lint in the iPhone.
If you don't know, iPhone users out there, when you say, hey, my phone's on the fritz, it won't take a charge, get yourself a paperclip and really go after that charge docket or whatever they would call that. A dock?
Sure.
And just dig in there until you get a little lint ball out. It's actually very rewarding. And when you get it out, it's kind of one of those things.
Oh, this thing works like a bell now. I mean, it's just ready to go, charging.
Yep. I did that with 2 different phones.
Changed their life.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
But yeah, we got it going there on Sunday night.
Sunday night was
We
tough.
probably hit 15, 16 bars all over downtown Denver.
Well, yeah. I started the night off trying to get a nice Snapchat going. And
man.
I ended up actually...
No one saw it. I saw the very end of the fall. But you... Did you roll it up?
Dude, I don't know what I did. I bit it so hard on some black ice, and my right leg got caught up under me. I did think I was like, oh, did I tear something or something like that?
Oh, I thought for sure. When I saw you on the ground, I was like, oh, okay, we're going to the hospital. This is going to be horrible.
Oh, dude, that would have been so bad. It really actually still hurts till today, but it's getting better. I can walk normal now.
Could be broken.
The thing is, I was talking to somebody at work. I was like, you might have torn something. You just wouldn't know it until you get checked.
Right.
I think I might have torn. No, it's not like a bone. I hope it wouldn't be a
Who
bone.
knows?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
There
is still real pain in there.
Did you turning around and seeing? I caught the very end of just. I wish we were on video right now. You were just flopping, and then you rolled towards the street. And we were all like, the thing is, when someone falls, it is right away. You're like, oh, funny, and then you're like, ooh, is this guy all right?
I had a very Peter Griffin moment.
Just laying on the dirty, dirty ground and ice, and not really talking.
Oh,
and you got up, and you're like, oh, it ain't right. It ain't right,
dude. It hurts so bad. I'm usually one to try to muscle through things. I don't complain too much, do I?
No, well, you complained the rest of the trip about that.
I mean, I just pretty much said, I kept walking.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Trailing.
I was trailing.
You were definitely rounding up the group.
Yeah. It was tough, dude. That was a real, could have been a real hiccup in the weekend.
I literally, in that moment, you're like, oh, shit. I was thinking, we're going to take this guy to the hospital. This is a whole night.
Yeah, it would have been tough.
But we didn't.
But that was Sunday night. And that day, I started drinking around 2.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I was doing. I've told you this. I don't usually do. I was ripping shots that day. I was ripping them, dude. And I don't usually do that as much anymore as I once did. And that caught up to me at high elevation.
Yeah, we got up there. We got to you guys, and I was flustering McGee. I had my phone wouldn't charge.
That doesn't sound like
and this whole thing. And remember the credit card?
Oh, yeah.
I gave my credit card to the bartender as a tab, and I normally don't. I normally close out, but whatever. I gave him the tab, and then like about 20 minutes later, I go to the bathroom, and I'm looking for my room key to make sure I have the room key in my wallet, and I see that my card's not there. And I'm just thinking, I'm a flustered man, so I'm like, I must have left my card at the other bar. So now I'm on the phone. My phone's charging. I'm taking other people's phone to call the Hyatt.
Yep.
And as I'm on the phone with the Hyatt, I go to the bartender. I'm like, hey, do you have my card back there? And he's like, oh, yeah, you started tab, bud.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you, with the people at the Hyatt, and just hang the phone up and just feel like a complete moron.
Yeah, you're coming at everybody about it, too.
I was upset.
You were like, I got to go back to the Hyatt.
I was annoyed for many reasons. And then realizing it's my own stupidity. And then having people belly laughing at you.
Especially when you're calling out cats. When you realize it was on you the whole time. That's a beautiful thing. It was nice to see it in person.
It was fun. It was not fun to experience.
Sunday really took off. We went to, about, I would say 12 to 15 bars. I guess and then we were dog hunting for a little bit there.
Dog hunting?
we ran into a couple of Colorado bulldogs.
God. Those chicks were tough, man.
I don't know how.
Mountain women.
They just kind of added on to our group at some point in the night. And I remember, the only things I do remember is being at a point where I could not talk to anybody, and this girl was trying to talk to me
from the bar. I was watching from the bar, and you were just kind of just looking at her and shaking your head, with no retort, just nothing to say.
Where you
back.
from?
I think you asked her where you're from about 50 times. Vegas, cool. What's it like living in Vegas?
Oh man,
yeah, they were interesting.
Couple of Colorado bulldogs.
Tough look. But yeah, then we woke up, game day, Monday morning. Ankle was feeling good, was it not?
My ankle felt horrible on game day.
It was a game time decision that morning.
Oh man,
high ankle sprain. But we got it going.
Couldn't do the lateral movement. Is what
Yeah,
it was.
certainly north and south, but you
I was
weren't
north
getting
and
to
south all day.
couldn't get to the sideline. And then where did we go? We ate at didn't we eat at that burger joint?
Oh yeah, little Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, we went and dropped our bags off at the next hotel we were staying at, and we went to Cherry Cricket. Great burger joint in Cherry Creek.
Yeah, Cherry Creek.
Cherry Creek area of Denver.
Area, yeah. Yeah, it is. That shit was good.
Very good.
Did you feel like because we were Bengals fans, they put us in the smallest booth in the entire
And
restaurant?
then no one talked to us for 20 minutes while we sat there? I do.
Yeah, you think
I
that was
absolutely
intentional?
do. Yeah. We were getting some. That's the thing. We were all in our. We wore our stuff that we were going to wear to the game from the very beginning, from 10 a.m.
From noon. Yeah,
Yeah,
11
so we were getting
o'clock,
looks
whatever.
all over town. Now, once you got to the game, you excuse me, you did see there were some Bengals fans there, definitely.
And multiple Denver people that either we knew or we had talked to throughout the week or throughout the night, I should say, of the game. They were like, you guys came out.
You guys brought some boys.
Yeah, what I heard was it was nothing like the Packers. They said were crazy, and one other team that came out was like just packs it every time. But they were like, you guys were honestly like a close
Lots of
three.
Bengals fans out there.
Yeah, that was it was good, man. I mean, it was fuck. Can't believe we lost that shit. But that game was an experience in itself. That whole
I would say
stadium
that's
was
the
fun.
loudest NFL game I've ever been at.
That was rowdy.
Very loud.
And I said that after the game. Somebody was like, "You should hear it when it's warmer weather."
Yeah,
Like it's just nuts. Because the cold, everybody's freaking just thinking about how to tolerate that. But
and it was cold.
it was so cold.
Oh,
It was.
makes you think. I like Denver a lot. Like that's a great city, but wow, that is fucking cold.
Yeah, I don't think it gets that cold though all the time.
Even like that was the best. Was even the Denver people like, oh no, this is cold.
This
Like,
is
we're like,
freezing.
is this cold for you guys? Oh, this is freezing. This
Yeah.
is very cold.
That was so cold. I couldn't feel my chin or my nose.
That's the worst
or my
part.
toes.
Your
also.
face just gets. I had a scarf, thank God, but
You did have a scarf. That was a veteran
just
move.
taking and anytime it hits your face, anytime that wind, it's cold.
And then your phone isn't even working because it's so cold that it turns on.
Yeah, well, I have a cover on mine. I think anybody with a cover their phone didn't just die.
I go bareback on mine.
Yeah. So it did just keep turning off, and you had the tickets on your phone. It was a whole thing, and then thank God your buddy
Stressful.
gave you
It was stressful.
the power charger thing.
There was a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, that obviously the end of that game sucked. The Bengals lost by a field goal
In overtime.
in overtime on the road with a rookie first year starting quarterback.
Who looked pretty damn good.
Looked good, other than the play at the end
Was a horrible play.
was a tough play to watch.
I
tough
remember
play
we
to
were
just-
excited. I remember there's a Snapchat that I deleted that took like right before, because we got the ball back. And we're like, let's go. We're on like the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
In our territory. But I remember looking at you like, let's go do this. Let's go win the game.
I know.
And then just, and that crowd, when he picked up that fumble, the place just exploded.
So that was tough, and we lost. We potentially lost the 2 seed, most likely. We definitely lost control of it. And now the Broncos could have the 2 seed. The Bengals would still have a home game, but we wouldn't have that bye week for Andy Dalton's wrist or
Right,
thumb. But I don't know. I still feel fine. But this is how we drew it up. This is how we wanted it.
Always.
This is how we always
We
wanted
never
this.
win that game. That's what's so frustrating.
Yeah,
We should have won that game. We'd never win that game.
I know.
But it was still fun. It was fucking a great little bar before we went there, and just people coming in. It was fun. Very good experience. And the Broncos fans were good for the most part. Everybody was whatever.
We did get taken care of, too. We got hooked up with amazing tickets
Oh yes,
from
absolutely.
the lovely Courtney of the Denver area. Hooked it up with 2 beers in the second quarter
Yes, you did.
and free tickets. That was like,
That's right. And,
And
a real enjoyable hug as well.
yeah, right? She means well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was awesome. Denver overall, very hospitable town.
Fun town.
Everybody
Clean
was-
city, walking around. We had a great lunch the next day at Chalon.
Oh my God! Did we have a lunch or what?
That was a great lunch.
We went to this place. It's like an Southeastern Asian bistro type of deal, and whoa,
Fantastic. Never had dumplings in my entire life before.
soup dumplings.
And those were good.
Soup dumplings. If you don't know about these, get into them.
They were good.
That
Get into them after they cool down a little bit.
Don't dive right into 'em, yeah.
Because it will burn your mouth off.
I feel like I'd seen or heard of soup dumplings before. I've never really even thought about them very often.
You were
in my
trying
life.
everything. Normally, I was surprised. Because you can be a little picky with the
I'm
eating.
usually pretty picky, but like when it's that good of stuff, you feel like you'll be all right.
No, it was great.
Yeah, everything was so good. And then, we had pork belly, eating like kings.
Oh, yeah. Popping gummies in between.
Some Snoop Dogg,
Jesus.
some doggy treats, I think they call them.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was a great time. Denver, every time I go to Denver, I always come away thinking the same thing. Is that town knows how to do it.
I love that town. That's a fun time.
That is a good time every time.
Absolutely.
Even if it was that cold, we had a great time.
What was the rest of you had a late flight getting? Did you do anything cool at the airport, or you just sit there and watch
Did
TV?
I do anything cool at the airport?
Never know. Did you meet somebody?
I figured out the conspiracy stuff a little bit more.
Did you take a walk around?
No, I took I got a bite to eat. That was I regretted not going to Quiznos, actually.
Quiznos was good, bud.
I had a very average meal, and then had a couple beers, passed out. I woke up from my own fart one time.
Oh, my God.
You ever do that? Looking around like if anybody noticed. I think there's an 11-year-old girl that's life will forever be changed.
Absolutely noticed. Was this on the plane? Or
That one was actually on the plane. Before the flight, though, I did
passed out before the flight?
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, I wonder if I was just snoring really loud. I probably was.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you were. I slept with you 2 nights in a row. It was horrible.
I just passed out, snoring in the middle.
Dude, it's so loud. Oh, man. And I used to snore a lot back in the day. And I've been told, I remember being woken up like, hey, dude, shut the fuck up. And you're just like, what? You've been snoring, but you're like, what do you want me to do? And then you go right back to snoring. That's the worst, is you get like a 12-second break and then, brutal.
Everybody got choices, man.
Brutal. And the TV was blasting. I
When?
had no idea where in Sam's, oh my God. I remember just looking for that remote, like, where is this thing?
You were going to throw it at me?
At the TV, I couldn't turn the TV off. It was blast. It was so loud, and you were snoring. It was horrible. And I'm thinking, how is he sleeping through this? The TV's right under his head.
Oh, I can catch Z's anytime, any place, kid.
It's great. It's a good skill set.
I can catch Z's anywhere.
That is true. You will go to sleep.
But, yeah, man. And that flight, it wasn't that bad. I got in around like midnight last night. And
I was passed out by then.
ooh, I got home and just was so tired.
I was beyond tired.
Yeah, it was a very exhausting week. I feel like my whole body was sore. I don't know what the hell from. Probably from walking on a limp.
Yeah, and
for 2
drinking
days.
like an animal
Like
for
an
6
absolute-
straight days.
Well, here's one thing about that game. How about those beers were so
cold.
cold. You always want a cold beer.
That's a cold beer.
That was the coldest
Cold as
beer.
the Rockies.
Oh, man.
That's why they say it.
And we were drinking it out of the, well, you did the right thing. You poured it out of the aluminum can into the cup. I drank 1 or 2 out of the can.
Oh, those are cool.
Those were so cold.
Frozen can.
Another cool thing, actually, small world at the Broncos game at Mile High Stadium. We're on the lower bowl, so like the 100 section, whatever. But we're all the way back in the back row of the lower bowl. And we're right by the club section, which is above us.
Right.
And there were some Houday fans behind us that noticed us like early on, right? They were saying something to us.
Houday.
They were saying,
They
said
walked up,
Houday.
Hey, Houday.
And so we got to talking with them here and there. After that first interaction, though, we just turned back, and then the next thing you know, they were passing us. Well, they passed me a beer,
Yeah.
because of the Vontez Perfect jersey. They really liked that, and so they passed me a Fat Tire, drank that, and next thing you know, we're getting tapped, and they passed us from
whole large
club
pizza.
level an entire large pizza, with I think it was that sausage in there or something?
I think it was Supreme Pizza. It looked like pepperoni sausage, green peppers, mushrooms.
Did you get some pepperoni in there?
I don't even know. I just
There was a
ate
lot
it.
going on.
Yeah.
And but oh my God, was that not the most clutch thing?
Oh, yeah.
We're freezing cold. They give us a steaming hot pizza.
The box was steaming. Like,
Yeah.
coming out the sides, and you open it up. We're handing it to some
And
Broncos
also,
fans
we made
behind us.
nice with all these Broncos fans immediately.
And how about the kid right behind me who dumped the whole slice on his chest?
And then the kid grabbed one. Yeah, he serves him right. He was talking shit.
Yeah, fourth quarter. It's all fun and games in the first half when you don't really know what's going to happen.
This 9-year-old really kind of.
You shook you up.
He got
you
stronger.
You did turn around at one point like, what? Huh?
Dude,
3rd and 7.
I got shaken up at 2 away games this year by a 9-year-old.
Yeah. These kids getting to... I had to look at him like, he's 9. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Wow.
But at the same time, you want to look at his dad and be like, is this what,
Check
this is
your
what you
son.
want? It's
Check
between
that.
me
check
and the
that
kid,
boy.
4 eyes.
Oh man, that was tough. Tough taking the L up there.
That was tough.
But yeah, the beers were cold. But that pizza was so clutch. And then so we don't even really know this guy, the pizza guy. We turned back. I think at halftime we were continuing the conversation. Guy graduated Sycamore High School in 1995.
95. Didn't look it. When he said 95, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
You know 48?
No, that
Does
can't
that
be
make him
48. 38.
38. No.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me.
Yeah, 38. You're right.
No, he's 48.
Still.
But that was just crazy. Small world.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
And then it was like we were going to start yelling, what's your name? Who do you know? It's
yeah,
like,
who do
"All
you
right,
know, man?
That's enough. I don't know anybody.
What neighborhood? You look like a Blue Ash guy.
95.
So that was crazy.
Small world.
Yeah,
For sure.
we figured that out after he gave us that za.
Yeah, and then he knew why he gave it to us. Aviators.
Yeah, that is the craziest when you're going from Houday to hey, go Aves, man.
Got a good team this year.
Hey, you know what? We
Good
kinda
golf
did.
team.
Yeah, good golf
Good
team.
tennis team.
Tennis is good. Yeah, men's tennis. But yeah, we got to see some good friends.
Yeah, Jeremy and his wife.
The verbal Herman Munster was out there.
Sammy Boy and his lady Lauren.
The Ox, yeah.
Always
Um,
good.
We got to see some childhood friends that we hadn't seen. You hadn't seen in like 15 years.
Yeah, maybe even longer than that.
Yeah, some of those, you try to describe them to people, it's just, you know what, it's just like a second cousin.
We grew up together.
Yeah.
We really did.
That
That was very cool. Very cool to see him.
Early young years. So yeah, it was cool.
Stuff.
Yeah. When Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really meant a lot to me. That was my friend.
Oh, we went to that arcade. That was great.
We did go to an arcade.
I played Teenage
Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
with
I
you.
did too.
Yeah.
Were we okay? We got dominated. I remember.
Foot Clan, dude. They were coming in strong.
Who's that?
The Foot Clan.
Yeah, the Foot Clan. Yeah.
Who's that? They were kicking our ass up and down the street,
They were.
throwing pizza slices at
The
us.
red ones were tough, dude.
Yeah. Jumping out of walls and behind posters.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a great trip. Definitely, if you've never gone to Denver, do
Hit
it
up.
up and give yourself some time. There's a lot of stuff to do up there. And good public transportation.
Yeah.
I respect good public transportation. Other than that, what else is going on out there?
We got some bowl games coming to Phoenix this week and next week.
We
Big
do-
games.
This city is actually kind of alive right now.
Oh, sure.
Starting like today and tomorrow.
Some pretty annoying traffic out there.
Yeah, there will be.
It's a small, Scottsdale is a small 4 or 5 blocks each way area, that Old Town area, and it just gets congested.
Yeah, it's going to be rowdy around these parts for the next few days, and if you hear us sneezing and coughing, blame Denver.
Yeah. I've been sniffling. Have you? All day.
Oh, it's just that aggressive cold weather was crazy on
Yes,
me.
it was.
But yeah, the bowl games here in Phoenix really get the city going.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, and then we got you talking about big names that could potentially be here. The Fiesta Bowl is here.
Ohio State versus Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's already here.
Oh, yeah.
And then on top of that, the national championship is here. A week later or whatever?
Next Thursday or next Friday or something?
I know it's the 11th, so whatever that is.
I think it's the 8th.
Well, potato.
I think it is the 8th because the 3rd is Sunday, and then, I think it's like Friday.
Nobody
Thursday,
says 8th and 11th like potato,
well,
potato.
tomato. When in Rome.
So that'll be cool because what we could be seeing out here. Well, first of all, I guess from the Fiesta Bowl that is out here, Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like there? You like anybody?
I like Ohio State.
You think they're going to get them?
I do.
Notre Dame came on strong.
Yeah, no, they got a good team. I just think Ohio State's got some, got the better players.
They got haters in the street.
Yeah, and they got a little fire under their belly.
They got 12 gauge.
I'd rather be playing next week. You know what I mean?
I know. No, I think they're going to they could potentially whoop that ass.
Yeah,
of Notre
I
Dame.
think it'd be a good game.
Yeah, I guess that's probably true because Notre Dame plays everybody pretty close. That could be a good game. I do see Ohio State winning that, though. Did you see your boy Cardell Jones is going to the NFL draft?
He is going to enter the draft? I did not see that.
He said he would rather sit on the bench as a Ohio State player than transfer. Therefore, he's just going to go to the draft. Not going to start over J.T. Barrett.
No, it's not. And I think he's got like 11-0. He's never lost a game.
I don't know that for sure, but he's doing fine. He won a championship in 3 games.
Yes, he did.
It's an interesting move, but we'll see how it plays out. Other than that, the BCS championship will match up Alabama versus Michigan State. The winner of that game will face the winner of Clemson versus Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner.
That
looks tough.
Do you got a favorite in the field? I think it's pretty even right around.
It's pretty even. I'd like to see Clemmy win. That'd be nice. That'd be exciting. But they, what's his name? Dabo sent home 3 players, including their top wide receiver today.
I think it's their second wide receiver, but like one of their main guys.
Yeah, since their what's his name went down, Mike Williams. He's been true freshman and just crushing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the kid. Ooh,
Kane is his name.
but that's also you want to add
His
a
brother,
level
Abel.
of respect for Dabo.
Yeah. And then he said, what did he say? He's like, you don't do the right thing. You ain't going
Can't
to play
here. Yeah, go
He said
play.
100, or he said, what is that? 57 players did the right thing, 3 didn't. On the way home.
He did.
Think about being those players, though. That's tough. Let your team down like that.
But the thing is, at no point should the coach did the right thing.
Right.
The players let the team down, and you've got to
Absolutely.
set a standard. Well, a lot of coaches. I mean, I don't want to point fingers, but your boy
Come on,
Urban
Herb.
Meyer has had
Aaron Hernandez,
instances
let him play.
where he just lets people play.
I'm sure a lot of coaches have let some guys play
Yeah, I'm
that
bringing
we'll
up the
never know
obvious
about.
one.
Yeah.
That's true. But no ASU players have ever gone.
Oh,
through something
sure.
like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever been a big enough bowl game
To
that people
have anybody care about
that
if
much.
they're going to let this guy play.
Hey, Rose Bowl '96, big game.
And Jake had some rape allegations.
Jakey P.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that real?
I think so, yeah.
The as I just dismiss it. You just never know.
He won the game, didn't he?
But the BCS championship. So you're rooting for Clemson to win out.
I'd like to see him.
Do you think
Michigan State. Honestly, I think, like you said, pretty evenly matched. I don't know what's going to happen.
I know.
I'm excited to see what does happen.
You know what? I almost think I want. So up until first of all, I think I keep going with like the trendy pick. I guess the sexy pick is Oklahoma.
Yes.
And I think the same thing because they're a very good team and their offense is nasty and their defense is pretty solid. But then you look at somebody was telling me, didn't Clemson whoop their ass last year?
I can't remember. In the bowl game?
I
don't know.
think, yeah, I think.
Well,
they
last
beat
year
them.
doesn't matter for this year.
That's
Does it?
true. But I think they beat them like 40-6, relatively recently. So you got to keep that in mind, right? And then
Not really, though. I've always been of that. What does it matter if they beat them last year?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's memories. I mean, at the same time, you could flip that right around, and you could say, well, if they beat them last year, Oklahoma's going to be a little motivated to whoop that ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they did. They played in the Russell Athletic Bowl, and yeah, Clemson beat them 40-6 a year ago.
Bulletin board.
So that's kind of one of those things too. Clemson's pretty much the same team, right? Except for that kid that just got kicked off.
But yeah, their quarterback is balling out of control.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I was going with the sexy pick, but then I think Clemson is the team that nobody's kind of talking about for some reason, even though they're number one. So I'm rooting for Clemson. We've gotten our allegiance with Papa Sus, who's been a guest here, and therefore I'm rooting for Clemson. If I had to put money down though to win it all, I think I'd just go with Oklahoma.
I
think
Alabama.
It's a safe one.
Might have heard you just say that. And they're all good teams. Michigan State's got a good team.
Yeah. Should be an interesting Final Four or whatever they're calling it. So
it will.
We'll see.
It's New Year's Eve coming up, bud. Got any big plans?
It's New Year's Eve.
Tomorrow night?
We'll be posting it on New Year's Eve.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. What are your, we're getting older. What's your New Year's Eve perspective at this point?
Oh, man. Amateur hour.
Isn't it,
now,
though?
Bartending for years, I've normally worked it. I've had a few off, but on the other side of the bar, it is horrible. I mean, because you're getting a lot of people out who don't really go out that much, or
right.
I mean, they go out, but I mean, me and you, we're pros. We're out every Saturday.
Oh yeah, we're out here with the city.
New Year's Eve is nothing for us. It's another Thursday.
Yeah,
but you get a lot of amateurs out there, a lot of people who are stressed out, trying to get in. It's very busy everywhere. Everybody wants dinner, reservations, and be at the right place when the ball drops. Too much for me. I think it's very overrated, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan. Like New York City, I would never wanted to go do that.
People that go do that, to me, are just, I just don't trust them.
I've heard people have to wear diapers. I mean, you can't move. You got to get in there and just stay there.
The whole night, right?
Yeah. If you want to have a good...
Do they serve beer in there?
No, you're in there.
That's so bizarre.
Well, you see how packed it is? That's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, that never made sense to me. That's not even something that... I don't think I've watched the ball, really drop.
I think I've watched. It's cool, whatever. You see all those people in there, but every time I'm watching, I'm like, that looks horrible.
I've seen a pine cone drop. I'll tell you that right now.
That was a fun New Year's Eve.
And then the further you move from New York City, the more you don't give a fuck about that ball.
Yeah, not at all.
Because by the time you see it, it's the third time it's been dropped.
Right.
You're just seeing a replay. But yeah, that the whole thing's really lost its appeal. I remember it used to be. It's nice. You know what? It's nice. Like you're in a relationship. That's a nice night to just kind of, see how much you can tolerate each other's booze fest.
Yeah, and how many times you can ask me what are our resolutions?
I always say, dude, yeah. Oh, is she grilling you on resolutions?
Today it was like, so what's? And I'm like, come on.
What are your resolutions?
I didn't even answer. I just acted like I didn't hear it.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
That sounds like the start of a good fight.
No. But I mean, yeah, I like resolutions too. I like to say, this is something I'd like to do in this new year. But at the same time, come on.
I worked
at Grimaldi's for a long time, and this couple would always come in every January, and they'll be like, New Year's resolution, we're not having pizza, so just a couple salads for us, thank you. And then within a week, every year,
they're getting that za.
They're like, you know what, we're not going to stick to that.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even sticking to it last week then? Why are you wasting your time?
I do think it's weird, but it's one of those easy finish lines for human beings to be able to say, this is when all my shenanigans get cut off. Pop is a new boy. He's a new man.
January. Tristan might sometimes shuts it down for a month.
That's out of control. But so that's why I get why people do it. You know what? Some of the most successful years I've had, actually, in my opinion, have been years that I really. You don't make like goals that are like unachievable or like unrealistic.
But yeah, no, I think
if you can make some like really realistic goals, but also challenging goals, that you want to hit. I think that's an important thing. Like this year, I didn't achieve. I usually try to make it comedy goals, and then career goals are always just make more money.
Right.
And I did. I think I didn't make more money. I didn't make less this year. But then the comedy wise, I didn't
definitely grow.
Didn't hit. I did a lot of great things, not the ones that I planned on doing.
Right.
I had a couple of goals that I really wanted.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, MSG, Sell It Out,
I thought maybe,
and Kimmel. Haven't hit both of those either. But yeah, overall, actually, looking back,
it's good to set. I mean, it was. I was just a little hungover from 2.5 days of Denver, and she's like,
What
"So
are
what?"
your
I'm like, "I don't know." To sleep a little more today. But it's good, man.
You know what? New Year's Eve for me is always that night where you get. I always think you want to avoid. What you want to avoid is getting so drunk you ruin at least one relationship that matters to you.
Right?
Because that's
And
usually
champagne
what
also
happens.
is another situation because you don't drink champagne a lot,
No.
like unless you're just balling out all the time.
Yeah.
But it's an alcohol that will get you fucked up. If you drink a lot of champagne, you will get really fucked up.
Yep.
And people are just throwing it back like it's a glass of water. But because it tastes great.
Yeah.
And it goes down nice, bubbly. Those bubbles will go to your head, bud.
Oh, dude, the champagne drunk is.
You want to wake up with a bad hangover or with a bad headache? Go ahead and drink a bunch of champagne.
Yeah, do that. And start early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
So we're going to be domesticated. We're just doing a whole at the house thing.
Yeah, I'll probably be. I think I'm going to try to do some comedy, and then might join you guys. Might
Whatever
not,
you want
though.
to do, man.
We'll see. I think I'm gonna keep it low key, dude. Like Thor's bro.
Loki,
Yeah,
see what you did there.
and
Dee's house.
over at D's house. But it is just such a shit show. I think I'm definitely at the point where, in no way am I. Is the appeal of, like, the club shit
No, never.
is so lost on me at this age.
Yeah.
Like, that is so beyond what I want to do any night,
It
let
stresses-
alone a night that is for me.
It
to end the year.
stresses me out when it's mentioned. When people are like, "We could go over here," and I'm like, "I'm not going over there."
I was just talking to some girls trying to see, hey, what's good for NYE? Hitting the clubs,
Ugh.
or what it's called. The
See you next year.
the district area, or whatever it's
I
called.
will
in
see you
Scottsdale.
next year then.
That is so miserable. Or somebody today at work was saying, let's go to Mill Avenue. I said, you're an asshole. Because you got to pay to get into the closed off section of
And then pay
the street.
$60 to get in,
And
to
then
a bar.
pay to get into the bar.
Horrible.
These girls can't be paying that much.
They're
though,
not
right?
paying anything. They're just walking in. I hate it.
Oh, man.
I'm actually excited to not do much. We're just going to have some scotch and eat some food and watch some football.
Scotch and yes.
Scotch and yes. Scotch and yes. Scotch and yes.
And there are some football games on tomorrow night, too, right?
Oh, yeah. We got Michigan State, or the games are on tomorrow night.
Oh, they're on tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve?
Well, 2 o'clock and 6:30.
Oh, okay.
Clemson first, Michigan State, Alabama at 6:30.
I actually have to work tomorrow
What's that?
during
Oh,
New Year's
during the
Eve,
day.
which sucks. But
I get tomorrow night
I
off.
think
I'm
that's
working during the day.
normal. But yeah, should be good. I don't know. Rocking the new year in. As
Oh,
you
yeah.
look back on 2015, you got any things that stand out?
Not really. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Denver really did a number on my brain. I'm having a tough time remembering or looking forward. I'm just trying to get through today.
That's tough.
I don't know. The Reds really broke my heart this year. It's over.
Yeah, if you want to bring
Honestly, that's what
it's
I'm.
brand new. It's brand new relationships we're going to be building moving forward. I'm excited about new. I'm excited.
So
about
am I. It's just tough
It's
to
tough.
to think that that run is over.
It's tough when you're trading a bunch of people and then the GM talks about the people you traded for, and every response is, we see him, maybe being somebody eventually.
Good God!
Really?
We get a guy who
We're
is
going to
like
plug
a
him in
lock.
AAA and see what he can do. We think he may be major league ready in a couple years.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's very frustrating, but we don't know any of these guys. So,
But this Bengals season's been awesome.
go straight to
Just
sports.
My girlfriend's great. We're coming up on 3 years in February.
Oh my god!
It's good, man. Life is good. I'm a happy man. 2016 will be a year of great change.
Yeah, it's a positive push.
I think so. How about you? How was your 2015?
2015 was strong, dude. I did well. You know what? On the back end of it was backloaded. I think most of the biggest successes I had were more recently, and I'm trying to kind of keep that momentum going. I won a car within like a matter of 3 weeks. In November, I won a new vehicle or not a new vehicle, a car for comedy show or comedy contest. That was pretty cool. And I respect the fuck out of that comedy contest, and I really felt like I earned that shit.
New
So
York
that was
City.
a big. And then right after that, I rolled that momentum into New York City, and I did like one of the better sets I've ever had on tape, especially. And in New York City, that was like a crazy feeling. And I got to kick it in New York City, which was just awesome. That was probably one of the highlights of the year. Just that whole weekend was really cool.
Nice.
And then I did 45 minutes of material for the first time. And I got a new day job this year that I don't fucking hate myself doing.
Yeah.
A positive push.
It's important.
Yeah. I was number one, like the second, so there was a lot of good things. The day job was a big shift that I think changed my whole mentality towards
You hate
life.
your job, you're going to hate your life.
I really did not like my job. So 2015 was a good year of change.
Good.
Positive change, positive growth, positive
Good.
push.
I like it.
And we came up on, we got taken care of on 2 tickets to a Broncos game.
Yeah.
All based on
Monday
comedy.
Night Football.
Comedy this year got me to New York City, got me to Denver to do a show and see a Bengals Broncos game, and it won a Buick Oldsmobile. Or
Beautiful
Century.
stuff.
That's what jokes can do, people.
That's good.
I also bummed a couple of free Black and Milds this year. That's
Yeah, you
comedy.
did. Forgot to buy a few.
I got to work with a bunch of cool people. I made more money this year in comedy than any other year. It's a good year. Started off with Ashy Larry.
Yeah, it did. I remember that.
Yeah. And I just got word to close out the year. I just got word that I'll be opening or featuring for in February Harlan Williams.
Nice. 7-minute ads.
7-minute ad. Well, what if somebody comes out with
7 minutes, man.
Rocket Man? Remember Rocket Man?
7 minutes.
So that was a big come up too.
Nice.
Positive year.
Good.
2016, onward and upward for
More,
both of us.
More the same. More the same. Absolutely.
But I don't know. 2016, I would like to, do a booked show in LA. That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
I don't know if I can do that. I'd also like to catch Kendrick Lamar live. I did not get to do that this year.
Okay. Have you done that every other year?
I had done that years ago,
A
but I
yearly
heard that
thing?
we missed out on the show that he put on this year. I heard was just he'll never do the live band again.
Where
He
was
just
it?
Did that? It was the King Kunta tour.
Oh, he didn't come to Phoenix, though, right?
He did. We missed it.
Oh.
We went ahead and missed it. That'd be cool. That'd
With
be
a live
something.
band, yeah. I'd like to see that.
I would have loved to have seen that. But yeah, and I got to see Run the Jewels live.
Yes.
It's a good year.
Yeah. 2015 was a great year.
Didn't we do some other cool shit? It's all documented on here.
Yeah.
When did we go down that river?
That was last
That was
2014.
last year.
Yeah.
When did we see Stevie Wonder? Also
Year
last
before,
year.
yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. What is there to remember?
Well, your love has grown so strong that's all you remember.
Just
2015.
be. Exactly.
And nothing really matters.
At all.
So,
No matter with the alcohol.
other than that, yeah. Fucking 2016, man.
Coming through.
Yeah,
Ready for you.
we'll be, so we're not going to be cracking any bubbly. We'll just be drinking scotch.
Yeah, scotch. I'll probably crack some bubbly. Just not a lot.
Yeah, just know that when the Turner Brothers rep and the clock strikes midnight on the
There'll be some
31st,
bubbly and scotch.
we'll
both
be
at the
holding
same
it
time.
down more than 99% of cats out there.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to talk to a real boss player, hit me up at midnight, dog.
I will see you next year.
Yes,
Right?
we will. Yeah. What should we close out on a high note or just E40 doing ass putting big enough to put a cup on her booty?
More E40. Please.
Yeah. I think should we do snappy fingers?
Oh, yeah.
No, we're doing you and that booty.
You and that monkey. Everyone
That's the same song. It goes from you and that booty to
Trying to get to you and that monkey. Ridiculous.
So if you have 4 minutes to spare, just know that you're about to get some heat from E4O featuring T-Pain. Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. We appreciate you guys listening all the time.
Much love and respect.
Yep.
Peace.
To a strong 2016.
Who dat?
Who day indeed.
shaking and moving, trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Girl, I've been shaking and acting a donkey, trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Girl, he's simping. Walk up in the club with a limping. Now listen, what you gon' do with this pimpin'? What you gon' do with this pimpin'? Girl, I'ma call ya later on tonight or tomorrow. Now follow what you gon' do with this baller. What you gon' do with this baller?
What you gon' do when I bend the block? Pull up on that ass in a brand new drop. Speakers on blast with tremendous knock. TVs in the dash rims just won't stop. You need to be down with a pimp like me. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar, you see. I'ma leave you with my number, you should holler at me. Cause I'm a baller, can't nobody hustle harder than me. Ooh.
Girl, I've been shaking, sticking and moving, trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Girl, I've been shaking and acting a donkey, trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey.
Ooh, that ass is right. I ain't trying to let that pass me tonight. I'ma put my being in and tell you something slick. Whisper in your ear while I'm holding my dick. I don't mean no harm, it's the hood in me. Sipping on that Richard Hennessy. Psychedelic colors in my jewelry. Suckers hella jealous cause you're digging me. Now what you gon' do, mama? I'm trying to dip later on, me and you, mama. I like the way that you groove and you move, mama. You know the women love me, I'm the 40 water. Popping my peas cause I'm laced with gang. Nothing but the yank flowing through my vein. She wear a Miss 60, can't fit in the Gucci cause her ass big enough to sit a cup on her booty.
Girl, I've been shaking, sticking and moving, trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Girl, I've been shaking and acting a donkey, trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey.
Yeah, I see you looking, but my ass in these jeans got you shook. I don't think you know what to do with this pussy. What you gon' do with this pussy? Yeah, I know you want this. Try to take me through the club for this good shit, but I don't think you can handle this pussy. What you gon' do with this pussy?
You looking like you got that good gushy. Fuck around with me, I'll beat the brakes off that pussy. Have your ass coming like a porno style movie. Tell your friends and I bet they all wanna do me. Hoes know me, I'm E4O. They recognize pimpin' when I stepped in the dough. Hide in the satellite full of that drill. Holler at a player when you're ready to go.
Girl, I've been shaking, sticking and moving, trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Trying to get to you and that booty. Girl, I've been shaking and acting a donkey, trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey. Trying to get to you and that monkey.
This has been another great presentation by the 4-Eyed Radio Network. You can find more information at 4eyedradio.com.